What's up, guys? You're listening to the Breeze podcast with your boy Victor White, as well as my man.
Boy, John McCullen, what y'all saying, fam?
Your word of mouth is our oxygen, and what that means is that you like the podcast and you go to your friend circle and say, "Oh, did you not hear the latest episode of the Breeze podcast?" And they'll be like, "No," and then, we get a bigger family here.
Not gonna lie, I feel that's the first time we explained that.
I think so. With that said, roll the intro.
Breeze! Breeze!
Breeze. Roll
So,
it.
John.
Yeah. All right. Before we even start anything, bro, tell me about this stash you got going, man. Like, explain that.
I don't know. I guess COVID hit me a little later than
Stress,
everyone else.
academic stress, mixed with like
Yeah.
COVID stress, or
Yeah.
like barbers, or like I don't know.
Um, John, this past week I've been a little bit of procrastinating, you could say, about the three exams. First exam tomorrow,
First exam tomorrow. Eh? What course is that?
data analytics. So it's a re-exam because I failed it.
Okay.
I've been studying hard.
How the first
Hope
one? Like, what was the first one? Like, you said it wasn't on the computer or anything, right? It was like
no.
handwritten.
No, so what is it? It's like run distributions, like binomial
Okay,
distribution
okay,
and
okay.
Poisson
Like the
distribution.
statistics side of it.
Yeah, exactly. Data statistics. So I'm hoping I'll pass that, and then I have the mathematics kind of short, intensive test, and then international business law. So, not living life right now, to be honest.
Yeah, fair. That's reasonable, man. Like, I feel this should be good. Like, statistics is kind of hard once you get the hang of it. Like, okay, in my undergrad, I failed statistics my first
Mm-hmm.
time. Got 51 the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm a data scientist. If I was to go back, if I was to go and talk to my professor that taught me, she would not believe that this is my job right now. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
So no,
yeah.
see, you'll be fine.
Uh,
Bro. You'll be fine.
yeah. It's
What?
weird how I longed for uni and now it's like, that's the problem with me, John. Like, I set the goal and then when I'm in the goal, I'm already making the next goal.
Oh, the
And
next one, yeah. And then
sometimes you gotta enjoy the moment.
yeah, bro. You go. I feel like I don't know, man. Like people with high drive, like
Mm,
sometimes we forget to just live in the moment that we have. Like we like where we are right now. Like we worked hard to get here. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
sometimes, like take a couple minutes out of the day just to, just roll back and
yeah.
enjoy it. I find
Yesterday,
myself in that same thing too. I'm not gonna lie.
yesterday and the day before, bro. This is the third day. Still haven't showered. Yesterday and the day before, didn't go outside once.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
horrific, but I just tend to go and dig myself into this deep rabbit hole, and just, I don't know, be in the zing.
I mean, I feel that, bro. Like, I mean, this is your first, like, really, this is kind of like the first time you guys are experiencing this COVID thing, like, in this like reality in
Mm.
terms of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like shutting down and stuff like that. Like
Which
everyone
is
else was
also weird because it's things are, no one is wearing a mask. So when I'm wearing my mask out in town, I look like a freak, and everybody's like, and I'm like, you're stupid. I don't want that virus.
like imagine like when I'm walking on the street and people cross the street because they're like, "Oh man, I don't catch COVID." Nah, man, I'm not trying to catch COVID from you, bro. Like I'm across the street, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so true. So true. I'm
But good
standing
luck
up
tomorrow,
this.
bro.
Huh?
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Well, John, can you talk a bit about yourself? What's up in life? What's going on? What's
Yo,
up
start
in Canada?
Canada's. I mean, so I'm in Alberta right now.
All
We-
right.
We've been shut down for a bit, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
no, they just extended the shutdown
Mm-hmm.
like the end of the month. Ontario, shout out to Ontario, shout out to Toronto. They're
Mm-hmm.
wild. They're like the what do they call it? The premier of Ontario is kind of like every week he's on the news, kind of like Mia Motley in Barbados, trying to trying to get these people to stay home, yo. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, it's getting crazy out here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Outside the COVID, yo, I started a new project.
Okay.
My first like data science project.
All right.
Which is kind of crazy because like I've just been doing like data, like business analyst stuff before. Like it's just a lot of PowerPoints, as you know, like how it goes. But it's
Yeah.
my first data science project, and I find myself on a team with just bare like, PhDs, yo.
Mm-hmm.
PhDs in like statistics. I know we just
Mm-hmm.
spoke about statistics. So like it's an interesting one. I'm definitely learning a lot of new stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
saw like a math equation that I had to scroll on this page. Like, you know when you got those PDFs and you go scroll, like this equation was like 3 pages, yo. I'm not
Wow, Christ.
even like lying to you, bro. It was pretty intense.
Mm.
So I just been like trying to learn this code and trying to see if I can transpose what's happening in the math equation into Python and a
Cool.
bunch of different stuff. But I'm learning a lot, you know what I mean? Learning a
That's
lot.
really sick. As long as you're learning, that's what
Yeah,
matters.
I mean like I'm learning a lot that I'm able to like implement into like Shuri stuff, you know what I mean? So
Oh, wow.
between that, I also been like coding the back end and the front end for the new Shuri rollout that's gonna
Mm.
happen. Um, yeah, I
That's
had a
that's
few club calls, and that was about it.
that's really sick. I have to ask you, how do you feel about your company's new CEO?
Which company?
The company you work for?
Wait. You mean Arvid?
That Trump
What do you mean the Trump
administration guy that's now at
administration?
IBM.
I saw that, bro. I was like, okay, that's IBM US, yo. That's not IBM Canada. I was like, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. I saw it. I saw it. I don't really know what he's gonna be doing. I think he's like I think he'll be like an advisor to the CEO or whatever.
Mm.
But I'm glad you brought up Trump because that's also another segue we can talk about.
Yeah,
Last week was crazy.
yeah. Last
Last week
week
was
was
crazy.
crazy.
But tell me about your week first, man. Tell me about your week.
Not there's nothing to be said. So let's talk about
Let's talk
last
about
week.
the U.S., bruh.
I Well, I mean, it's just another reason for why I want to live in Canada, not the US.
I feel like I mean, same, bro. You know, when you live in Barbados, you got a couple places you can go, right? You could either go
Mm,
to the UK, you go to Canada,
mm,
you go to US. Some people even go to Australia, you know.
mm.
But I was like, okay, I gotta go to Canada. That's the only way I can like, if I leave Barbados, I can like stay out of Barbados. Not gonna get
Yeah,
kicked out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Don't gotta worry. Like it's diverse city, Toronto.
yeah,
I'm like, seeing what's happening south of the border, bro, is crazy. You feel
yeah,
me? I
yeah,
mean, like all of last year, and then like 2021 is like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how to explain that. I was literally in a meeting. I was
yeah,
literally in a meeting. It was like a 2 hour long meeting.
yeah,
I'm out of the meeting, and like I'm like scrolling on Instagram and seeing these pics. I'm like, yo, what is this like cosplay like type thing? You know what I mean? I thought it was
mm,
like some like these guys just playing games. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Then I saw in the news. I'm like, what? This is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I think that stuff is being covered widely. What do you think about the censorship, deleting Trump's social medias and stuff, banning him?
They ban him on everything, yo.
Yeah.
I think that's just like when it comes to government versus big tech. Like
Mm,
big tech took that one. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I feel like, what are your thoughts on this? And this is kind of
Okay, so my thoughts are that Trump was utterly stupid. He probably lost 2 billion or so by losing his Twitter handle, etc. In terms of business after the presidency, at least, and I think that in terms of what actually happened, and from what I've read and heard, the police was ordered to stay down after what happened with the BLM protests at the Capitol. Okay, Now, the people that were shot and killed, I believe that were by, it was one officer, so that might have been some violence, but another woman that got shot, I heard it was from a Secret Service officer or something like that, because she was trying to climb through a window.
Yo,
So then
not
they
even
have the right to
let's
shoot.
not even talk about that comparison between like what happened. Like, I mean, you can't compare. You know what I mean in
No,
terms of what
no, no,
happened.
no, no,
Capitol
no,
take
no, 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 no. You can't compare. But so I think it's I think that it is a very uh, ignominious way to end the Trump's presidency.
what I think, yo. I'm not even on Trump. I'm like just thinking about how technology like runs the world, right?
Yeah,
So how you see the decision, how the decision was made, is a very reactive decision. So you see Twitter was like, okay, you're out. You know what I mean? Facebook, all this time, Facebook was hands off
yeah,
in terms of their stance on free speech and all this.
yeah,
This. But then it's like, okay, you just see like a snowball effect happening, right? So
yeah.
I'm not even I'm not even I'm off of this Trump topic, but something is gonna like in the future is gonna be some other thing happening. So like my question is like, what is now that we know? I mean, we always knew this. People
Mm,
that study this know that like technology is what actually runs the world, right?
yeah.
You're CEO of this large big tech company, any of the fine companies. Like I feel like you can't be making decisions based off of like off a reactive perspective. Like I
Mm.
feel like I don't know if this already happens. If
No,
it
but
does,
Facebook is a shit show from the get go. Okay.
Facebook, yeah, true. Facebook is a shit show. I mean, there. I mean, what? So my thing is right.
Mm.
We know that they are in charge of everything that happens. They censor like everything that happens when it comes to if it's an ad on YouTube, if it's
No,
like
but there was seriously groups on Facebook named Storm the Capitol with thousands of members
facts,
planning how to do
facts.
this. And they
But like,
didn't do anything. And
no,
so it goes
I'm
to
agreeing
your
with
point.
you. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I mean, my concern is like the next decision. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like the next is like this like these companies made these decisions based on what's good for them in this time and space. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like the reason it didn't happen before is because Trump was in power. Now
mm,
Biden's in power. Now everyone's like trying to kiss his ass before he gets into power.
mm.
I don't want to get. I don't want to get into politics. I don't like
Yeah,
talking about politics. But I just mean like now we know like these big companies are they're the real power.
yeah,
Like how are decisions if it's concerning if decisions are made
mm,
based off a reactive snowballing effect
mm,
rather than a really thought through strategic
mm,
like okay I'm the CEO of Facebook, I'm the CEO of Twitter, I'm the CEO of like these big
yeah.
companies like I mean I don't know how it works, so do they talk to each other be like yo fam like I think you should like off that. You know what I mean?
It,
Like, is there
it,
like a meeting that happens like quarterly that they're like, okay, guys, this is what we have to talk about this quarter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
who's holding who accountable? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, in when it comes to the government, the people like are supposed to hold the people the government accountable, but like, who holds these tech companies accountable? I'm not even talking about the Trump thing, and I'm
yeah.
just talking about like future like shit's gonna
You can't. One of the issues is that you can't even, regulate it or write laws around it. How are you even supposed to write laws concerning networking effects?
yeah. It's
It's not,
difficult.
and I think it's exactly as you say, John. Like now we know exactly where the power lies. The government is there to govern, right? The country, the people, all that stuff. Now these companies just shut him down completely, and yeah, it's I think it's better that they did it rather than they not doing it. um
Not hundred
the,
percent.
the thing is, we're dealing with Trump here, so what will come next, who knows? There's still time until the Biden thing. He said that he's gonna do a peaceful transfer of power, but who
So,
knows?
I mean, it's not. He's not going to the inauguration, right? He's
No,
actually not. So like that's he's the first president ever to not do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And my thing is like, why are you not gonna go like some shit gonna go down, bro? Like where like I'm glad they banned all these groups. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm glad they did all that, but like I mean, mold does find a way to creep up and continue to grow unless you like get that shit at the source, bro.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I'm not even on that Trump. I don't want to talk about politics, man. That shit is hectic.
No, that is very true.
That's a lot of layers that we will have to unpack.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to unpack all them
Yeah.
layers.
Yeah. No, 100%, John. I have this plan.
What's that?
You know, I love Shamath Palihapitiya. He's backed yet another company, this
Sophie.
time a fintech in the US. Um, so hopefully, if my exams go well, me and Negs are gonna go skiing Thursday to Sunday. I'm gonna shoot a video, have Shamath on alert, and then tweet
Nice.
Shamath. If you're going skiing this winter, I'll take all my savings and fly out and be your personal coach for free.
Bro, I mean, like you've had luck in the past, bro. Like I
Right?
don't, I don't
It's
see
a
why. Like,
solid plan, bro, right?
you've had luck in the past, bro. I don't see why it would not
And
work.
I'm
That's
gonna do like a video, like a short 10-15 second video to go with the tweet. So then when I get an alert when he tweets, the second after, I'm gonna tweet it at him and
fire.
hope for the best.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that. I
No.
mean, like, you gotta give you a shot, bro.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll put your tweets on alerts too, so I can see what's going on.
Amazing. John, I have to get back to the grind now.
Wait, question, bro. This is not a sponsored post. This is not a sponsored conversation I'm about to bring up right now. But
Mhm.
have you ever used a lunch club?
What?
Lunch club.
What's lunch club?
So it's basically like this AI networking tool that you can go on. You put your interests in, like where you want to meet, like types of people you want to meet, invite only, and you basically they connect you with different people. You know what I mean? And you have conversation, like 45-minute conversations with them. If you haven't used it and you want to use it, like I can send you an invite
Mm.
because like I've met some cool people, bro. Like I've met like super cool people. Like I've gone on some sick opportunities, and you can like put wherever you want. Like if you want to start building your like network in Toronto before you come through, like
Yeah.
you can put that location, and then like
100%, 100%, bro. Send it over.
I say where I met is I meet super cool people on there all the time.
Okay. I'm hyped. I'm hyped and I'm dying of stress. We'll see if I'm alive by next
Go do
episode.
your thing. Good luck, my G. We all link next week
Yeah,
for sure.
we will.
All right,
Peace.
peace, peoples.